Okay, so now I'm going to start with task 1.3. So task 1.3 says extend your program so that after assigning values to the array, so this is after you assign the values, the program will prompt the user to input a name, then search the array to find that name and output the corresponding email address. So for this, what we have to do is we have to use the already existing code that we have from task 1.2. If you do not know how 1.2 goes, you can check out that video from my channel. Go to the channel and you will see the playlist for PRM summer 19 and just go through that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code from 1.2 that I just did in the previous video. I'm going to paste it here, and the whole process is going to be, let me just change it to 1.3, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this process of printing. So instead of just printing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change. So this is an extension for task 1.3. so this extension will go as we are going to take an input from the user as search name input, enter a name to search. So the user will input a name that we have to search in the array for I in range to total students. Sorry, so total students, the variable that we used before, that's how we know the total number of students in this array. After this, we have to use if student I is not equal to static. Obviously, if it's going to be static, means that this is a blank space and we do not need to search the name in that space. We are going to take a copy in the variable record from array students, and then we are going to find the break index as we did before. So break index is, so we're going to find it using find built-in function. This is a built-in function that we can use, and then name is equal to record from start to the break index. So since we now have found out what the name is, let's use this if statement. If name is equal to to compare is equal to search name, if and only if the values match, if the name and the search name match, only then we'll split or slice this record and then save it in email. And then after this, at the end, I'm just going to print email. Okay, so the only variable that I used in this process was search name, which is a string value. So that's it. Take an input from the user, the name that you are going to search, iterate the array, and use the same code as we did before. In 1.2 we did this, the same thing as before, just I have added just few more lines. The only line is this, that's it. The only line is this if statement, that's it. Nothing is new, just this and this search name input. So if the value for that index was not blank or it was not a static, what we have done is save the value of that index into record, and then found the breaking point where hash is, and then we sliced this array, this string variable, and saved the first half before the hash into the variable name, and then compared this name with the search name that we took an input from the user, and then if these match, what we have done is we have sliced the second half after the hash where the breaking point was, the breaking index was, and then uh, we save that value in the variable email, since that is going to be our email. And then after, at the end, we have just printed it. The comma was missing here. That's it. Let me just run this once. Total number of students are 10. The first student is Zain. Let me just save his email. The second student, Y. I'm entering one more. So Ali @mail.com. Let me just add one more. This is going to be Ahmed. Ahmed is mail.com. That's it. Only 3. So name that I need to search is Ali. So Ali @mail.com. So that's the email address of Ali. So Ali wasn't the first value in the array, so it skipped that value and then went to the second value. And the second value that we had to find was Ali, and we found that value. The name part of that matched, and then we sliced the email part and then printed out that mail part. Okay. At the end, after that, Ahmed was found, and Ahmed was not equal to Ali. The name part did not match, so we skipped that as well. So if you want to find the code for this task, you can just go into the description and find the link for the code. This is the end of task 1.3.